It's that time of the week where the latest spoilers and leaks for the all-new Bleach 1000 Year Blood War episode have been released. So as always, we'll be going over all of the brand new screenshots which have been released on the Bleach anime website, along with the official synopsis for episode 33. Additionally, we'll be talking about what manga material will be adapted into the episode and what anime exclusive scenes you can expect to see. There is a lot of exciting stuff to cover with the leaks for this latest episode, because apparently the last 10 minutes of the episode consists of anime original content. Also, be sure to stick around until the end of the episode, as we also know the title for episode 34 and what we can expect to see adapted from the manga in that episode. So without further delay, let's dive into my spoilers for episode 33 titled Gate of the Sun. We got really tired of the same old boring anime shirts, so we decided to launch Getsuga.com with the aim of creating designs inspired by our favorite anime and manga. We came up with designs that look cool and represent all of our favorite stories. Check out the latest Instinct collection, which features some amazing designs like this Frosted Heavens design inspired by Toshiro Hitsugaya, or this Instinct design inspired by Holo Ichigo, and my personal favorite, which is the Heart design, which was inspired by Ukiura Shifa. Do not miss out, go to Getsuga.com and wear your favorite stories. Let's start by going over all of the details about the episode on the official Bleach anime website. The story synopsis states that Yuhobak, as if painting over the royal palace, has reassembled the city that he had lifted from the Serete to create his new castle called Vahervelt. Despite being stunned by the sight, Ichigo and the others begin to move towards the castle, where they encounter Askin Naklavar. Meanwhile, Shunsui and the others struggle to advance in an environment where it's difficult even to create a foothold with Reishi, only to face relentless sniping by Lil Barrows the X-Axis. One by one, the Shinigami are taken out, but they still try their best to continue on forward. So from this synopsis, it appears as though content from chapter 629 will be adapted into the episode, along with some material from chapter 630. Now, what is interesting is that Lil Barrow sniping the Shinigami doesn't happen until chapter 635. So this means that the manga content from chapter 630 to 634 has been left to be adapted in a later episode. Now, if you're familiar with the events of the manga, these chapters consist of the battle between Bazb and Hashwald. So it does seem like things are being rearranged once again, and the battle between Bazb and Hashwald is going to take place later in the anime. So going over the staff list, the notable addition here is Chen Dali, who is being credited for storyboarding the episode as well as being the episode director. Now, this is the first time that he is actually storyboarded within the 1000 Year Blood War arc anime, but he was previously credited as an episode director for episodes 19 and 26. So now let's go over the 5 preview images over on the official Bleach anime site. So the first image here is of Soul King absorbed Yuhobak with his Almighty activated in its complete form, with those multiple eyes on his head. Pink hued lighting does suggest that he is still within Vahervelt in this image. Then the next preview picture is of Shunsui, Urahara and Soifon. This may be of them reacting to Lil Barrow firing shots at the Shinigami. Then the third image is of Askin here, and this is adapting content from the beginning of chapter 630, where Grimmjow and Askin have a confrontation. And again, similarly, the fourth preview image is of Grimmjow here with this smoke cloud in front of him. Now the fifth and final image is of Bazb, and I'm guessing that this image adapts content from the end of chapter 629, where Bazb has arrived outside of the castle and he is staring down at it. So yeah, that's the 5 preview images which have been officially released. Let's now dive into all of the leaks for the episode. So the first 11 minutes of the episode do consist of content featuring Grimmjow and Askin, which adapts material from chapters 629, 630, and then there are also some scenes involving Mairi and Kinpachi adapted into the first half of the episode, and this is taken from chapter 635. Now we finally find out what's happening with Renji from the Bleach opening, because the last 10 minutes of this episode is going to feature a brand new fight involving Renji's character, where he battles against Uryu. So what's interesting about this fight is that it's a pure 1 versus 1 fight, and neither of them has help from anyone else on their side. The leaks have also confirmed that Uryu will once again be using his Volstandig during his fight against Renji. So thanks to Renji's training with the Zero Division, he actually puts up a solid fight against Uryu, to the point where Uryu is forced into using his Scalaverai. Also during the fight, Uryu uses a brand new ability which is similar to Yuhobak's Zankt Zwinga. Now he uses this to drain Renji's Reiatsu. Renji also is revealed to use a brand new ability during this fight, and apparently during the fight, Renji almost kills Uryu about 5 times. Now, in the end, Uryu wins by blasting a hole through Renji's chest, but Renji does put up a good fight against Uryu, and overall, the leaks have confirmed that it was an excellent battle. Now, what's interesting about this 10-minute anime exclusive scene is that both Renji and Uryu had fought with an intent to kill each other, and they didn't even refer to each other by their names during their battle. Uryu had referred to Renji as Shinigami, and Renji had called him Quincy, totally detaching themselves from their shared history from the events of the Soul Society arc all the way up until the Fallbring arc where they had fought on the same side. Now, there is also an all-new anime exclusive flashback of Renji learning the true name of his Bankai, which is So'o Zabimaru. In addition to this, we're also going to be seeing the inner world of Renji for the very first time. Okay, now aside from this, Lil Barrow, when he shoots down the Shinigami, in the manga we see him shoot down Hisagi, but in this episode it's revealed that Hisagi, Omaida, Kiyone, Sentaro, and Isane are all sniped by Lil Barrow in that order. Now, the poem at the very end of the episode is centered around Mayuri, and it states, "Be your own god." And the episode is titled Baby Hold Your Hand, and this is named after volume 71 of the manga. So in episode 34, we can expect to see Mayuri versus Pernida, which is really interesting because this fight had actually taken place after Bazbi versus Hashwad in the manga. So yeah, things have definitely been rearranged in the anime. So I am really interested to see what new changes and additions will be made in the anime to flesh out the battle between Bazbi versus Hashwad. So it seems like episode 33 is going to pick back up with the action, with episodes 31 and 32 really consisting of build up with Ichigo's group and the Shinigami trying to make their way over to the Royal Palace for a final confrontation with Yhwach. We'll be seeing a lot of Mayuri, Kinpachi, Grimmjow, Askin, and not to forget the all-new fight scenes between Renji and Uryu. There is so much to look forward to in this week's episode of Bleach. Once again, Uryu's role is being expanded by him getting another anime exclusive fight scene, and hopefully after this week's episode we'll have a solid idea as to what Renji was going through in the opening song. Let me know your thoughts about these spoilers and leaks for episode 33, Gate of the Sun. What do you think about the manga content that will be adapted into the episode, and the anime exclusive scenes which are going to be taking up 10 minutes of the runtime? And also, how do you feel about the battle between Bazbi and Hashwad being rearranged and placed later in the anime? There is so much to look forward to, with Mayuri versus Pernida confirmed for episode 34, and we also have the battle between Shunsui and Lil Barrow to look forward to. Now, we have reached the point of the video where I want to hand over the discussion to all of you. Let me know your thoughts about these spoilers and leaks for episode 33. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and stick around for more Bleach news and updates, as I'll be dropping a complete review and breakdown of episode 33 on Saturday. So I do look forward to seeing you all in my next Bleach video.
A massive thank you goes out to all of my amazing Patreon supporters for helping to make this video possible. If you also want to support the channel and see your name in the end of my videos, then check out my Patreon, which has loads of perks like early video access and so much more. Thank you for sticking around till the end of the video, and whatever you contribute will mean a lot to me.